The Guardian Farm. It is extreme. There are three main parts to this build. There's the spawning platform area, the area where we need to stand and have like our AFK and killing chamber, and then the small little section in the nether. These are the materials that you're going to need right here. This is the core. These are the materials that we're going to use in order to collect the items and as well as turn it from AFK into a one-hit kill. These are the main builder blocks that you're going to need. The moss are temporary blocks, so you can use dirt if you don't have it. The glass is going to be the main builder block that we're going to be using for everything, so if you don't want glass, you could use whatever else you want. Now, we're also going to need to grab some kelp, but we can grab that from while we're down here, because the first thing that we're going to need to do, doesn't matter which side, pick a side, clean the kelp off from the very first row right here, all the way up until this back row, okay? Make sure you clear all the kelp off of it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use that kelp and you're going to mark this corner and the opposite corner on the other side, running the kelp all the way to the surface, like so. And then we're going to mark the other side really quickly. Okay, so there's our two kelp marking the corners of the monument. And from this corner kelp right here that we just marked, what we're going to do is we're going to take off the top one, put down a piece of moss. There's the other one way over there. And now what we're going to do is we are going to make a 7-wide platform that goes all the way from kelp to kelp. Okay, so that is 7 blocks long in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the way to the opposite end right there. And we're gonna build a platform. Once you have your platform done, we're gonna grab our obsidian and we're gonna grab our glass. And towards the outside of the platform, so there's the inside where the monument is. Towards the outside, what we're gonna do is we are going to build a portal that is 3 blocks high and stretches the entire length of this platform. This might seem a little extreme, but remember, this is a super farm. Make sure that it extends on both sides, 1 block past the actual platform too. And now what we need to do, as you can see, we can't light this portal, it's way too big. So we need to split it in 3. Easiest way to do that is just to find the 2 center blocks right here on the ocean monument and just put a pillar right in the middle. So we're gonna have to split that up one more time. You could try to be exact with this, but yeah. And with that, we should now be able to light our portals, but we're not gonna go through these just yet. Now we're gonna take our glass or whichever other builder block that we do have, and we're just going to build a 2-high wall along the sides, and then a 3-high wall along the back side. So even something like that will do just fine. Along the entire back, and then the other side. And with this all done, now what we're going to do is we are going to leave this exactly as it is. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab our soul sand and we're going to jump right directly underneath here. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to run 4 rows of soul sand, 1 on the front row. We're gonna skip a row, run another one, do that one more time, and then, and then run a 4th row too as well. So run 4 rows across the entire front of the ocean monument like that. Once you have your 4 rows done, now what you're going to do is on the opposite rows, so the bare rows, starting from the end, you're gonna place a piece of soul sand, skip 2, skip another 2, and do that the entire way down the line. And then what we are going to do is we are going to come back and we are actually going to zigzag. So then we are going to start here, skip 2 blocks, do the same thing, skip another 2 blocks, skip another 2 blocks, and then do the same thing for the final row. And the easiest way to do this is to just get in between the rows like this, swim forward so that way you get down in your little swimming motion, skip 2, place, skip 2, place, skip 2. And once you are all done, that is what it should look like from the top view, okay? Although it's going to be very difficult for you to look at it from the top view. But that's what it should look like. Your bubble elevator should also be perfectly in line with your moss or your temporary blocks there too as well, okay? But with that section all done, now what we're going to do is we are going to move on to our little spawning platform way up in the sky where these guys are going to be coming through the portal and we're going to be killing them and potentially just AFKing. So what we need to do for this is we need to come center on the ocean monument, which is these 2 blocks right here on this little center pillar. And what we're going to do is we're going to come down and from this very bottom shelf right here, we're going to mark the 2 center blocks and then we are going to count out 78 blocks in total that direction. So standing on these two pieces of scaffolding, this edge should be on Y40. Count out 78 blocks in that direction, put down 2 solid blocks on the same Y level that we are standing on right now. So from that scaffolding to here is 78 blocks. This block right here is on Y40, which is the exact same Y level as this lowest shelf on the ocean monument. So Y40. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go up 110 blocks in total. So 109 and 110. Make the 110th block the solid block. Now away from the farm, what we are going to do is we are going to make a 3x3 platform. And now for our killing chamber, what we're going to do is we're going to run 4 temporary blocks off of the backside with 3 across the back. Our 9 hoppers going into those temporary blocks. We are going to have 3 droppers coming off facing out like that. And now this is where we can start to set up either our item sorters or whichever. Now we're going to run 6 slabs over top of these back hoppers, 3 walls on the front side. We're going to place 2 temporary blocks, and that's going to allow us to put 3 chains above these walls. And now around these hoppers and this little platform that we just made, we are going to build a 2-high containment box. Okay, so a 2-high box like that. And with the box all done, this is what we should have. This right here is where we are going to stand and chop these guys from. It doesn't really matter if it's from above or below. And this center set of hoppers right here, this is where they are going to fall down. So what we need to do is we need to build a chute that is 3 blocks wide that extends 29 blocks up above the platform from where we are standing. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 29. So now we have a 3 wide chute that drops all the way down to that set of hoppers down there. Now on the 29th block, what we're going to do on the same side that we are standing, okay, we're going to remove the center block. We're going to place a dispenser with a water bucket inside. We're going to take 3 signs and we're going to place them 1 block below the dispenser. And then we are going to raise this chute up 3 more times in total. So that's 29, 30, 31, 32. On the backside, away from the farm, we are going to place down a 3 wide portal. So a 3x3 portal. We're going to close this off on the backside so that way nothing can escape. We are going to complete our chute here along the front so that way everything just kind of falls straight down into that hole. We are going to light this portal and we are not going to go through it, okay? Not this portal. Whatever you do, don't go through. Now, the only thing left for us to do is we need to run some redstone up to that dispenser, but that is easy. So just grab your temporary blocks, your redstone torches, and your solid blocks that you brought along. And starting right here from 1 block above where you're going to be standing, place a solid block and then a redstone torch with another solid block and then a redstone torch. And just repeat that all the way up till you get to the dispenser. Okay, and once that is all done, now you just have to remove your temporary blocks, place a button down here at the bottom, and this is what is going to be used to convert this from 1-hit kill into fully AFK. It's as easy as that. So a quick recap before we go over and do the nether side and finish this farm. We are from the lowest edge of the monument, 78 blocks out, 110 blocks up, and we are standing on a solid platform. From the solid platform, 29 blocks up is the dispenser, and 32 blocks up is the base of the portal. So 78 out, 110 up, 29 to the dispenser, and 32 to the portal. Make sure you got that portal lit, but whatever you do, don't go through it, okay? Now we go down. So back here at the base, what we are going to do is we are going to bring along the rest of our glass, the rest of our obsidian, the 2 pieces of cobweb that we have. We are going to light all 4 of these portals. We are going to take the center coordinates of this center pillar right here. We're going to divide these by 8, and then we are going to go over to the nether, and we are going to go above the nether roof, and I'll see you there. But before you go to the nether roof, make sure you delete this portal right here, okay? Get rid of any portals that are below you. And then where's my opening? So the coordinates of my center portal divided by 8 brings us right here. Now, once you have figured out where you are going to be, build all the way up to Y200. It has to be Y200 or even higher, but at least 200. Okay, so there you can see I am looking at 200. I am just going to do one more just for good measure. And now what we're going to do is we are going to build a 2-wide portal right here on top of this. And now build a platform that is 16 blocks long, the same direction as your platform in the overworld. So mine is towards the east. Okay, so that is a 2-wide, 16 long platform that is towards the east, which is the same direction as my platform in the overworld. This first portal right here, what we're going to do is we're going to close off the backside so that way nothing can escape. And on the opposite end, we're going to build another 2-wide portal. 3 blocks high, the same as the other one, but we are going to leave the backside open. That way, if there's any like congestion or whatever, they're just going to fall straight down to their death. And now all we have to do is close this in with a 3-high wall on either side. The first portal we built with the backer, we're going to light it. The second portal, what we are going to do is we are going to leave a 1-block gap in between the portal here. We're going to place down 2 pieces of cobweb. We're going to light this portal, and then we're going to go back through. This should bring us into our upper portal here, which is absolutely perfect. And now all we need to do is go down. We're going to grab our water bucket, and along this back wall right here, we are going to run a row of water that flows towards these portals. Once your row of water is completely finished, what you should have now is a nice flow towards the portals here. And our final step now, in order to activate the farm, is to very carefully, row by row, remove our temporary blocks. And you have to do this very carefully, okay? Row by row. Don't try to do like 2 or 3 rows at a time because, trust me, you just end up with hiccups, okay? Alright, once your moss blocks are finally removed, you can see we've got these guys here, they're kind of dipping down in front of the obsidian. We don't want that. Now there is an easy fix for this though. Just grab water buckets and run them along the front row here. But with everything all complete, that is what you should have. You should have nice, steady water columns all the way to the top. Now all we have to do is go back up to our final platform. And you can see, that is the farm working in all of its glory. Look at it. And you can already hear them dropping in behind me. All of them to their death. Now all we have to do is hit this button. And with the simple flip of that, 1 hit kill. And we can stand here too. We don't even have to be worried about it. We can stand here. And that is the basic mechanics of how this farm works. So now the only thing that you got left to do is to basically decorate this. And like I said, add an item sorter onto it. But that is literally how the farm works. And that is how easy it works. Total build time should be about an hour. I mean, I did this in an hour and I was talking. Let's see how much experience we get from one simple. Are we gonna make it? No, we almost made it to 30 in just 1 pit. Okay, well, that's how good it works. Haha. And again, with a flip of a button, we can go from 1 hit kill to fully automatic. Just like that. And look at them just doing their thing down there. They just bounce their way into the portal. It's absolutely amazing. And other than that, that is the core of the farm. Now, if you are on Bedrock, you don't even have to set all of this up. All you have to do is just set up a platform up here for you to stand on, set that section up down there, and then send them over to a Nether, and then a campfire killing chamber, and then you... So yes, if you are on Bedrock and you can't get above the Nether roof, this is totally doable without the Nether roof. You just gotta do the campfire hopper setup. But that's it. That's the farm. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll make sure I put this one in a world download for you guys. As you can see, it's a pretty Pretty extreme farm. Decorate this however you would like. Watch the hardcore series to see how I decorated mine. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!